My name's Mike Sullivan. I'm the Regional Executive for NAB Business in the southeastern suburbs. I'm excited to be here tonight with My Home Connect. We're partners in business. We're excited to help them go on their growth path, and hopefully all of you as well. Raam called me last week and was talking to me about the Internet of Things, and I had no clue what he was talking about. So I had to go online and figure out what was going on. And you get online there for a couple minutes, and it's actually quite liberating. It's an inevitable force that's going to tackle us all, and you guys obviously know that. That's why you're here. So with innovation as a key theme, I thought while I had the stage, I would just talk to you about a couple of the ways NAB's supporting innovation. This building's one of them. We've got, when you leave here tonight, we've got a place called The Village, actually in the foyer to the back. That's actually a shared space. We build it for our customers, you guys, to use customer to customer. So you can have board meetings in there, informal board meetings. It's got Wi-Fi, it's got a printer, it's got a host, 8:30 to 5:30. If you've got a couple hours to kill in the city, come down here, go sit at a table, you can work there. It's a shared space, have meetings, pitch for business. You can use that. It's actually a pretty cool initiative. They won an award recently in terms of how we're sharing our infrastructure, our footprint with our customers and prospects. So that's open to you. You're welcome to use it. You can talk to the team that you may or may not know at NAB, and we'd be happy to help you. We also, down the street at 800 Burke Street, have the Social Command Center. So if you're running a business that's got a social media presence, you can take a tour and actually get some information, data, analytics around how effective your reach is, what some other people in your industry or other industries are doing, some hints and tips on how to actually reach your customer base better. And there's also an initiative we've just started called NAB Labs, which is focused on digital disruption in the financial services space. So we're going to be doing alliances and joint ventures focused on, or partnering with companies focused on how to reach our customer base or people with financial services needs, which quite frankly is most people, whether you're high income or low income, right? It's covering the whole gamut. So that NAB Labs is actually kicked off this year. So technology innovation is a key part of the NAB plan. You know, we're on a mission at the moment to become Australia's most respected bank. So respect means different things to different people. We put some measurables around it as number one, make money for our shareholders. So we want to be number one, total shareholder return over 5-year periods. We also want to invest the money that we're given well, so a high ROE. That's how banks are differentiated on value. Do you actually invest the money you're given and generate an ROE out of it? All of you would know that as business owners in the room. So then there's our staff. You know, we want to have highly engaged staff, people that are connected to the purpose of the enterprise, people that are connected to their own why if they come to work every day, and that are passionate about delivering for customers. You know, so part of that's why we're here tonight. You know, we've actually evidenced that with the My Home Connect team. We're a partner with them. We're excited you're all here. We're excited you're using the space. It's open to you. But most importantly, it's turning our customers into raving fans. So we want people that are advocates for us. You know, I'm looking at the group. I know you sit at barbecues and somebody whinges about their banker. I want you to say, hey, I've got somebody at NAB that I deal with. They get it. They'll look after you. Give them a call. So that's what we're about. But to link back to innovation, I know you're not here to hear me talk, right? I want to introduce you to Raam from My Home Connect.
Thanks very much, Mike. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Go well. And it's a money suit, isn't it? It's a good suit.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming. And I know it's been a bit of a challenge for people to get to the city today because of traffic congestion. So that's why we've had to delay it a little bit. Thank you for your patience. Now, before I actually start, I would want to take this opportunity to thank NAB, in particular a couple of people. And one of them, I was very, very fortunate to have met in a breakfast meeting a couple of weeks ago. He's a director and a senior economist of NAB, Mr. David DeGaris. Thank you very much. And of course, Mike, He's disappeared. He's at the back there, Mike. And there are a few other NAB executives here as well, so welcome. Last but not least, I would really like to thank Mano, who is my banker. Mano, can you wave your hand so people know? He's an absolute champion. And also Tilda Casson, who's been great in supporting, in bringing this event together. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's let the show begin. Malit.
So one of the next big tech revolutions that everybody's talking about these days is the notion of the Internet of Things. See, now that we are extending intelligent sensors into everything, into the world of everyday objects, all of a sudden these objects are going to be endowed with agency. They're going to be endowed with the ability to give us feedback. The world is going to become intelligent and responsive and going to anticipate our needs. The world is going to feel like an extension of our mindedness. When everything becomes linked with everything else, as Eric Davis used to say, matter becomes mind. You know, David Rose in his new book, Enchanted Objects, essentially says that we're moving back into a world of animism, where objects have actual agency. They actually have a kind of consciousness, and that things almost are enchanted, almost are alive. You know, you walk into a room and the room knows how you like the lighting, and the song that you love starts automatically playing, and the curtains automatically raised, and the computer offers you your favorite snack. I mean, the full flourishing of these technologies promises to essentially blur the distinction between self and world. The entire world will have mind in it. It's how the cognitive philosophers David Chalmers and Andy Clark used to say, we've always been adept at dovetailing our minds to our tools, but when our tools start talking back, the loop will be finished. We will have fully spread our minds out into our universe. This is the Internet of Things. This is why it's a game changer, and this is why it absolutely rattles my imagination. So, you know, read up on it, right? It's coming.
I am really, really excited, and pardon me if I jump out of my skin, because this is the future. The main thing about what they're talking about is the Internet of Things. Now, this is definitely going to be our future. Whether we agree with the technology or whether we do not agree with the technology, it is going to be part of our lives. Whether we like it or not, there is going to be situations where people are going to know about other people and other things very intimately, not like never before. So it is the future, and we are here today to see how we can capitalize and make this opportunity. There's a huge opportunity for all of us here, and how we can make it work in our favor. You know, maybe 20 years ago, if we said to all of you, hey, you know, we should get in the business of mobile phones, people would have probably thought, maybe, maybe not. But now we know that every household has got at least one mobile phone. But to be honest with you, with the research, there are only 22 million people, that's including 23 million people in Australia, including children as well. But does anyone know how many mobile phones we have? Yes?
9 out of 10 people carry mobile phones.
9 out of 10 people carry mobile phones. That's a huge, staggering figure. Now, what we're talking about is very similar, and it's right at the beginning of a huge explosion. So, what I'd like to do is just give you a quick rundown on IoT. You already knew what things are about, but the definition is is computing concept that describes the future where everyday physical objects will be connected to the internet and be able to identify themselves to other devices. The term is closely identified with RFID as the method of communication, although it also may include other sensor technologies, wireless technologies, or QR codes. What does this actually mean in simple language? It means that when objects, the tools which we used to use, can talk back to us and also can talk between each other and ultimately relate all of that back to you, you are going to be empowered. How? You are able to make decisions anytime, anywhere, depending on the circumstance. Now, one of the other things is Cisco did a research on Internet of Things. In 2003, if you can't see it, the light green is the people and the yellow dot is the devices connected to the internet. 7 billion people and the dot is quite small. In 2010, it's almost reached the point of equaling the human population. In 2015, and by the way, in 2008, it actually exceeded the number of people. In 2015, it's become huge. And according to Cisco and the research they've done, they anticipate there's going to be 50 billion devices connected to the internet by 2020. So this is not something where, you know, there's a lot of hype about, and it's not something which is 10 years away. It is already happening right now. Okay. So one of the other things with connected devices is that you want to know, okay, how is this going to affect our day-to-day lives, right? Before I go into that, I also want to give you an idea about the market value which they're going to, this is research again done by IDC and Cisco. In 2012, there were 600, if you take all of the technology companies in the Silicon Valley, their total annual sales revenue was 677 billion. In 2013, now this is a staggering fact and I was astonished, the total consumer electronic sales in 2013 was 1.1 trillion. That is $1,100 billion. Now this is the next thing. Wait for it. They are estimating a massive $9 trillion to be spent in the next, by 2020, in the next 5 years in IoT. I'm not saying this. These are big research companies who they've employed, and this is the future. This is going to, whether we like it or not, it's going to pervade our lives forever. Some companies, actually GE, one of the biggest companies in the world, actually are equating this to the Industrial Revolution which we had 200 or 300 years ago. Okay? Because what it's going to do is our lives are going to become so much easier. Well, this is you know, probably an arguable point, but where things are communicating back to us and all of this knowledge we have at our fingertips, right? So this is the future. Now, Google. How many of you have heard of Google? Yes? Everyone's heard of Google? Who have not heard of Google? Anyone? No. Now, Google, at the start of 2014, went out and purchased a company called Nest. Any of them familiar with the company called Nest? Yes? Oh, wow. Okay, great. Do you know that they paid double the amount that they paid to acquire YouTube? Anyone know the figure? Over 2.6 billion US dollars they paid for Nest. And what does Nest do? They've got a thermostat. They paid $2.6 billion for a company that makes thermostats. What's so special about this thermostat? It is connected to anyone? Internet. Okay? And you know what? It also has got an algorithm in there where it's going to learn your movements. It's going to know when you wake up. It's going to know when you have a shower. It's going to know when you're going out that door. Not only that, over a 12-month period, depending whether it's summer, autumn, winter, whatever the seasons, it's going to learn it. And ultimately, you don't have to actually do anything with it because it's automatically going to control the temperature of your home the way you like it. Now, Google, after purchasing this company, they also made another move around May in 2014. They purchased a company called Dropcam. Anyone heard of Dropcam? Yes, okay, a couple of people. Well, basically, Dropcam makes cameras. They're connected to the internet, and the storage, the recording is actually stored in the cloud. So Google, in the space of 5 or 6 months, spent almost more than 3 billion. You know, we say this word billion as if it's nothing. That's 3,000 million US dollars for these two companies. Why did they do that? It's part of their plan to get in early with the Internet of Things. Some of the other companies which are already in it are Microsoft, Apple, Intel, GE, Cisco, Norton, Tyco. Now, can I ask how many of you here are from the security industry? Quite a few. Okay, great. We know Tyco, ADT. Yeah, ADT belongs to Tyco. These big companies are already getting into into IoT because they already know this is the future. Now, one of the things, you know, which you might not be thinking this far ahead, but look, I love my beer, and I normally have a 6-pack at home. How would it be every time I run out, or just before I run out, I get an alert from my smart fridge saying, buddy, better go to the bottle shop, get a 6-pack. Can anyone relate to that? Yeah, right? That is exactly what's going to happen, guys. Okay? Now, that might be far-fetched right now, but I can tell you it's not that far away. We've already got smart TVs. We've already got so many smart devices already. Smart fridge, no problem. It's going to happen. Okay? Absolutely. Sorry? Yeah. Yeah. Like today, for example, you know, imagine, you know, we're talking about smart cities. Okay? Smart cities again, where, very good point, by the way, thank you, where it's going to alert you, you know, what's happening in the city immediately. I mean, we've already got some devices which already do that, but it's going to get a lot more sophisticated. It's going to be telling you in real time, you know, exactly what's happening. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to, you know, at the end of the day, it's going to hopefully make our lives easier. Okay. And one of the things which I came across through one of my colleagues is the, let me ask you before I go further, Blue Label Johnny Walker. Heard of that? Hello? Yes? Okay, right. Okay. Blue Label Johnny Walker. Okay. They have already got a smart bottle. You're probably sitting there thinking, oh, what do you mean a smart bottle? Right? The actual bottle, the label and the lid is smart. It's actually going to, and this is in production by the way, right now. So every time you go past the bottle, it's going to tell you whether it's been opened and whether it's running out. Okay? Again, seems pretty far-fetched, but it is happening right now. So now with this Internet of Things, there are a lot of industries who are going to, in fact, it's going to, you know, be in every industry. However, the security industry and the automation industry have been the early adopters. Okay? Now, earlier we read, you know, RFID and other communication devices are going to be, you know, that's one of the communication type of IoT. And security and automation has been the early adopters. Also, the health industry is also now coming into play, where you're going to, I mean, it's already there, where you're going to have armbands where, you know, it's going to tell you it's going to give you a health check basically, depending on, you know, different input it gets from you, right? The early adopters, security and automation, it's because it's simpler for those industries to get into this market quite quickly. Way back in 2013, at a show, I saw a product, and immediately I was traveling with a colleague of mine, and I said, Moody, his name's Moody, he's here right now. I said, Moody, we need to get this product back to Australia. The product which I'm talking about is, of course, which we're going to show you very shortly. But the company who made this product, guess where they're from? From the US, from the Silicon Valley. The company is called Uplink. Okay. I had a look at this product, and there were a lot of other products. You know, if you've been to shows, there's so many products, and you know, you get excited about certain different products. However, this really caught my eye because it was the first system which I saw with almost, not almost, I should say, without any integration, had a camera system, had an alarm system, had a monitoring system, and more than that, it also had a few other devices all in one system. And I hadn't seen this anywhere before. Okay? Before I continue on, let's just quickly, this is just a precursor to what the product is about.
We have a really simple philosophy here at Uplink. We think that everyone should have the peace of mind that comes with staying connected to their home and the people and the things that they love.
Uplink Security is a home security solution that is easy to use, easy to install, affordable, and can be managed all from your smartphone.
When we say plug and play, we truly mean plug and play. The system is so easy, anybody can do it. There's no IP addresses to worry about. There's no pairing to do. You truly just take this out of the box, put your sensors where you'd like, put your cameras where you like, and the system's ready to use.
Now, if you ever want to expand your system, that's really easy to do. You just add a camera, add a sensor at any time, you plug it in and it automatically will configure that new item.
At the heart of this is our mobile cloud, and the mobile cloud allows the user to monitor their home from any place in the world.
That's what enables us to have a completely wireless solution. So you're getting 24/7 protection no matter where you are.
Plus, the system is portable. If you move a lot or if you're renting your home, you can unplug the system, box it up, and take it with you and install it at your next home.
There's a few things we've done to make Uplink such an affordable solution. First, the simplicity. It's so easy to use, it's so easy to install, you never have to have an installation crew come out and install it for you. You do it yourself. The other thing we've eliminated is long-term service contracts, so you never get that feeling like you're locked in.
One of the things that people love about the system is when there's an event that's triggered, it actually sends you a video notification. 5 seconds prior to the event, 25 seconds after the event. It gives you the ability to actually see what went on and make a decision, because 92% of all alarms today are false alarms. So here's a great way to verify whether or not this was an incident that needed some action.
And since it's a multi-tier, multi-user solution, it can contact friends, family, emergency contacts that you've authorized if an event does occur. So if you're on a plane, if you're out of town, you're still connected and your house is still protected. The mobile app is really what connects you to the system. In fact, you can monitor multiple locations at the same time. So if you have a loved one that lives out of town, you can still check in on them and stay connected to them, make sure they're okay, even when you can't be there. Knowing that your home is safe and that your family is secure and protected, that peace of mind is really what it's all about. And that's why we made Uplink so affordable and so easy to use. We want everybody to have that.
So, as I mentioned before, it is an integrated system, but it's only, what you saw there is only a tiny bit of it. Of course, we've got CCTV and cameras included in the system. We also have an alarm system with, for those who are in the security industry, will easily identify these names, read switches and PIRs. Okay? Of course, it's got monitoring as well. Now, monitoring, in the true sense of the word, means you've got an external company monitoring your alarm system. Now, I don't know how to put this, but I have to say it some way. I've been in the security industry since '94. So that's, what is that, 21 years. Again, I don't know how to say it, but I'm just going to spit it out. Your traditional alarm monitoring for homes, especially, is a waste of money. Why? Does anyone want to challenge me? Nope. So we all know deep down it gives us recurring income, of course, from the security industry. But at the end of the day, what does it do? Not much. What happens when the alarm goes off? It sends a signal to the monitoring center. The monitoring center receives the signal, And what do? Ring you. Yes, they ring you and say, hey, your alarm system's gone off. And then, what do? Either, I have a few options. I can either tell them, hey, listen, I'm the other side of town. Can you please send someone over there? And usually, why do you want to get someone over there? To verify whether it is a true alarm or a false alarm. That's it. And guess what? I know more than 90% of all alarms are false. Yeah. So, to verify something on top of your monitoring cost, you will be invoiced for that patrol guard to go out there as well. Now, God forbid there was an actual break-in. The security guard will call the police. The police will say, I'm not coming there unless you can verify that there's been a break-in. How many of you knew that police will not attend a home alarm unless there is verification? Us in the security industry know that. But the common people, the general public, do not know that. Okay, the police will not attend. Now, in New South Wales, by the way, if the police do attend and it was false, guess what happens? Anyone? Yeah, they're going to charge you. Right? Just like the fire brigade. If there's a false alarm, they come, bang, $4,000 on the spot, fine for a false alarm. It's the same thing happening in the security industry, especially in New South Wales. I don't know when it's going to come to Victoria and other states, but definitely it's happening in New South Wales right now as we speak. Okay? So this concept of monitoring, although including myself, been promoting it from the security point of view and having a security company, it is very soon going to, this is my opinion by the way, very soon going to slowly go away. Why? Because the systems now which we have can monitor it. You can self-monitor your alarm. Not only that, as an owner, you can actually add 5 others, your family or friends, close friends, to receive the same alerts simultaneously. You're probably thinking, oh yeah, no worries, what now if none of us can attend? What's going to happen then? Or none of us can action the alarm. Well, the system which we're talking about, if none of you, that is 6 people, cannot actually action the alarm, there is a second layer of protection where there is an additional 5 emergency contacts which you can program to send alerts. So total 11 people who can be alerted. Right? Pretty good. Would you agree? Yeah. Okay. So we've got monitoring, and of course we've got a panic alert as well. Now this is mainly for the elderly, right? There are, as we all know, the population, the aging population is getting bigger in Australia. There are a lot of mum and dads who've got their mum and dads living independently, yeah, and they normally do not want to, they want to maintain their independence. They're not very happy going into a nursing home or a retirement village, hey, they can have this system there, right? They could pass on to their kids, you know, alerts. If something should happen, bang, press the button, at least your son or your daughter or your grandson or your daughter can be alerted directly, okay? So we've got panic alerts. The next thing is we also have flood detection. Now you're probably sitting there thinking, what do you mean flood detection? Well, according to insurance companies, water damage is their biggest claim. Over fire, over anything else, water damage is the biggest claim. Okay? So we have also a flood detector which you can throw in underneath your kitchen sink. Maybe you've got a holiday home somewhere. You know, takes you 5 hours to get there, or maybe you need to fly there. Wouldn't you rather be alerted and know that there is something wrong rather than after the events happened and you can't really do much about it? Yes or yes? Yes? Okay. We also have fire detection. Now, the way this works, you don't have to go and replace all your smoke detectors. It works with the existing smoke detectors. It's actually a sonic and heat sensor. So, sonic meaning sound. It will automatically, more than identify, know the frequency of the smoke detectors. If the smoke detectors go off, it's going to alert you. And the heat sensor, if there is a sudden increase in temperature, more than 5 degrees, within 1 minute, I think, I'm not exactly sure, don't quote me on that, not exactly sure of the specifications, within a few seconds, if it goes up over 5 degrees, it's going to alert you. Wouldn't you rather have that alert, call the fire brigade, or do something rather than coming home to find your place burnt out? Simple. And coming back to automation. Now, automation is a big word, and I do know there are a lot of systems out there. You know, people pay anything from $20,000 up to $100,000. One of our board members and non-executive directors, Frank Colley, who is sitting right at the back there, you know, before I met him, he built a new house and he spent a fortune. He spent, what was that figure again, Frank? Over $100K in automating his home, security, alarm, and monitoring. Now he did that, but still, there is one thing which he still cannot get what our system has got. Anyone tell me what that could be? Sorry? Real time? Well, yes and no. He can actually, he does not get an alert. He does get an alert via email, but he does not get an alert on his phone, a push notification which says something's come up, something's happened. And not only that, even though it's all integrated, he needs to use 2 or 3 applications to control the entire system. And it cost him over $100K. Okay? Now, ours is simple automation at the moment. It is a smart plug where anything you connect to the smart plug can be remotely turned on or off. You could also have timers on it. Okay? So let's say, you know, you're going to Bali and, you know, you want the couple of lamps to come on, stereo to play, TV to come on. Simple. At 6 p.m., you can do that. So this is what we have currently. But this, again, ladies and gentlemen, is just the start. Because in the very near future, actually the prototype has been completed. We will have a fall alert, again, for the aging population. Okay? You're at work, your mom or dad falls down, you're going to get an alert. And guess what? You take the app out, check the camera, and see if she's okay. How good's that? Okay? Also, we're going to come up with, in the second or third quarter of this year, we're going to come up with a smart pill dispenser for people who forget to take their medication. It's going to be programmed where 4 times a day, you can program it if it's once, twice, 3 or 4 times, and if grandpa or grandma or mom or dad forget to take their pill, you're going to know about it. Okay? Last but not least, can I ask, are there any locksmiths in the room? Right. Okay, 3. And you're probably already aware, but we're going to bring a lock. By the way, Assa Abloy have approached us. I'm having a meeting with them in April, mid-April. Locksmiths, have you heard of Assa Abloy? Yeah? Okay. Where we're going to integrate a lock. What's that going to do? You replace your front door lock or any locks, coming home with shopping, trying to find the keys. I think the ladies in this room would probably can associate with this. Find the keys, open the door, on the way, click. Open the door from your phone, walk straight in. Okay? So those are the things which are going to come very soon in the future. But again, ladies and gentlemen, this is just the start. So what we're talking about is a home where there is a hub in the home, where there's going to be smart, connected devices connecting to this hub, where the hub is going to communicate with you via the internet. And like that original video, the first video which we saw, I mean, my mind, rattles because the possibilities are endless. And one other thing I want to mention while I talk about the possibilities being endless, in the system which we have currently, there's a maximum 8 cameras you could have, and that's only because of the bandwidth. But in terms of devices, it's unlimited. You could put, again, the security industry, you could put reed switches, pardon me, in each of the windows. Not only the windows, it's wireless. You want to put one in your, I don't know, liquor cabinet so that your teenage son doesn't want to go in there and drink your Johnny Walker Blue? You can do that. You could do that for a jewelry box. Okay? So the possibilities, like I said, are endless. Now, I want to continue on, Malik, in doing a live demo of the system. How many of you would like that? Yes? Okay, because talk is cheap, yeah? Is that right? Yeah? You need to see it to believe it, or believe to see it? See it to believe it. Okay, so we're going to do a quick demonstration, guys, of the product. And afterwards, we will have a 5-minute question time. If you want to ask any questions, please do so. Before I start demonstrating the product, I need at least 1, 2, 3 volunteers who have a smartphone. Anyone to be a volunteer? Because I'm not doing it otherwise, guys. Simple. Be a volunteer? Fantastic. Did you download our app? No. Anyone here who's downloaded our app? You have? Can you be a volunteer, mate? Fantastic. Thank you. Moody, can you please set him up as a user as well? So what I'm doing here is I'm going to add, sir, what's your name? Dwayne. Dwayne. Thanks, Dwayne. Add Dwayne as a user. I need someone else here. Anyone with a smartphone or a tablet? Did you download the app? Anyone who's downloaded? You have? Come on. What are you shy about? Okay. Moody, after him, can you please add, what's your name, sir? Richie. Richie. Thanks, Richie. Richie. And one over here, I'm pretty sure, if your smartphone, no? Okay, we need another person here. Okay, fantastic. Okay, you've downloaded the app? Mirko, right? Okay, good. I only remember certain names. Sorry. Okay, Moody, after Dwayne, Richie, and Mirko, can you get there added as a user, please? Okay, while we're doing that, Moody's good. Okay. It's going to take a little while. One of the things also, when I is my voice loud enough? Yeah? Okay, do we need a mic? Probably not. Okay, so it's going to take them to download and reset you up. It's not very, it's pretty easy. Oh, thank you. Thank you. One of the things is you've got to remember that we are using the infrastructure here. Okay? So this mic is a futuristic building with Wi-Fi built in. Yes. Okay. Good. Okay. Tentative yes. Now, the thing is, it's going to be, it could be a little bit slow in terms of video, simply because the retention rate in here, there's lots of computers connected to this Wi-Fi. Okay? So just please bear that in mind. Apart from that, the alerts should, as it's data, it should be pretty quick. Everything else should be pretty easy. The video might be slow, a little bit slow. But in real life, I can guarantee you that it's not. Okay? So, are we ready? Are we there yet? So let me ask you, you've seen the product, you've seen what the future holds. So far, on a scale of 1 to 10, do you like this product? Yes? Right. Okay, fantastic. All right, so so that's basically the app, okay? Now, I'm going to get Dwayne, if you don't mind, can you please press the disarm button?
Okay, so once it's have a QR code first?
No, you shouldn't. press the disarm button. Yeah. Oops, sorry. Okay, so look, what I might do is, because my phone is connected onto the TV screen there, I'll do that, but I'm going to quickly demonstrate how easy it is. Oh, okay. Okay, so now I'm pairing, I'm actually connecting to the system. Now it's connected. I press the disarm button and it gives me 3 choices to actually arm, disarm, or put it in stay mode. Okay, just very quickly guys, the stay mode basically allows you to configure different devices within your home to be able to be armed and certain other devices not to be armed. Okay, so you can still walk around, in the room or in your house without the alarm being triggered. Now I'm going to arm the system.
Your system is now armed.
You got the alert? Okay. Can you please take some mics out to Dwayne, Richie, and... Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is, if you can see this little demo unit here, it's got a little read switch on one of these sliding windows. Now, I'm not sure if you could actually show it on the screen, the video, and... Okay, so there is a little... I'll move it this way. There is a little window with a read switch. Now the system's armed, right? I'm going to basically simulate a break-in. Someone's come in. Gives you a siren with a push notification saying that uplink connected, there is opening detected at home. Now it gives me 2 choices, either to close or to view. Okay? Should we let the siren go full ball? Yeah? Yeah, okay. All right, so that's basically the siren, guys. That's about 105 decibels, but you know, if I bring that over here. Okay. Now, I'm going to disarm the system. I accidentally pressed stay mode. Now, the system's disarmed. That's how simple it is. Very, very easy. Now, it asked me, if you remember, that whether to close it or to view it. Okay? Now, if I wanted to view it, I could, I could actually go to what we call a videogram. Okay? Now, basically, that videogram should have a recorded information onto it. We should have a... Sorry?
I think you're in the home.
All right, okay. Okay, so if I go to, you can see, those are the times where video has been taken, and that video is recorded onto a little USB here. Now, what the video does is basically it captures 5 seconds before the alarm, 25 seconds after, and it stores it on your USB. And you can get access to it, and That's what happened during the time the alarm went off. How cool is that, guys? Yeah? Pretty good. Okay? So, very, very simple to operate, and this is going to give the most important aspect of having an alarm system is that visual verification to see if something is real or not. Now, I could have also gone direct to the video, direct to the camera, and see exactly what's happening. Now, like I mentioned, we're using the Wi-Fi system here, so it might be a little bit slow. The cameras, you can go in and see straight away. And not only that, oops. So while that is trying to connect, with the cameras, you can see live what's going on. Also, the cameras have got a microphone on them. So you could also listen to what's being said. Okay? I really need to see why it's, oops. Ah, it's come there. Okay, so that is live video, oops. I have to keep my phone still because every time I turn the orientation, it takes a little bit longer to load. So the camera has got a mic in it, as I mentioned, and also you'd be able to, in the very near future, in the third quarter, we will be bringing a camera which is actually, you'd be able to talk both ways as well. Okay? So that is very simply the basics of the system. Now we also have automation, like I mentioned, a smart plug. But before I do that, I just want to quickly show you that's the sonic heat sensor. Okay? Yeah. Also, we have the panic button, as I mentioned. Okay? And we've also got the water leak sensor as well. Okay? So further to that, there's a lot of other features in there. One of the other features is the smart plug. Okay? I can have many devices in here, and I can actually switch on and off different devices. Now, I have to admit, I was meant to bring a lamp in to demonstrate it to you guys, and unfortunately I forgot. Okay? So I can't give you a demo of it, but I guarantee it works. Okay? So you've got the automation, the alarm, the monitoring, the CCTV, all of that in one simple app. How cool is it? People? Okay, so that is a simple demonstration. If you need more information, you can always come and talk to me. I want to actually allow the next 5 minutes for questions and answers, and then we'll get on to the real deal of how we can all take advantage of the Internet of Things. So, any questions? Mic runners? Yes, please.
I have a holiday house.
Yes. Yes.
I have a holiday house which I visit probably twice a year.
Yeah.
What's the battery life on these devices that line?
Yeah, okay. So the battery life is around 8 to 12 months.
I need to change the battery.
Yes. But, you know what? You could actually get the alert on your phone when it gets down to I think it's 10%. And you can actually check the battery life by going into each device and checking how much battery has it used. Is that good? Yeah? Solves your problem? Yeah? Okay. Yes, please. Okay, good. Wi-Fi goes down. Unfortunately, systems doesn't work. However, you could have a 4G dongle as well. Okay, so there is a backup. Yes, alrighty. Is that right, Moody?
Basically, you can have a router. There are internet routers which can take in 3G dongle these days. So you can have one like we have one demo here to show you guys something like that. So automatically falls onto that internet connection. So you always have an internet connection going. And it doesn't mean that the system actually doesn't work. If the system is actually armed and you lost your internet connection, the system will still work. It will actually alarm at the local place. Siren will go off at the place the system is on. You just won't get the notification.
So the only thing which is going to be, the system still works, but the alerts, the monitoring part will not. That's the only thing, but the system still is going to work. Okay, does that answer your question? Sorry? As a SIM into it? Look, the whole idea is the Internet of Things, right? And, you know, look, I know what you're talking about, but, you know, we want to make the system as simple as possible. And, you know, I mean, it's the Internet being down. Look, it probably was an issue a few years ago, but these days, you know, maybe, you know, I would tend to say it's not bad. Yeah? Okay, next question.
G'day. Can you hardwire any of those little devices?
Okay, so the cameras can be hardwired if you wish to. Okay? When I say hardwired, it is only the power which needs to be hardwired. Okay, so it is a figure-8 cable. If I'm getting a bit technical, please excuse me for those who don't understand figure-8s. You could extend it, mount it, do whatever, and have a power supply in there. Now, having said that, one of the things I want to also tell you is that each system in Australia which is being sold right now comes with a UPS as well, as a battery backup as well. Okay? Any other questions? Yes?
You said you have a maximum of 8 cameras.
Yes.
Is that because they stream consistently to the cloud?
No, it's okay. Very good question. It does not stream to the cloud. It's actually, and again, we thought long and hard about whether we want to go that path. But, you know, we decided not to, and we have a local storage. Right?
How much storage do you get locally?
You can get up to whatever the USB sticks allow for right now, but the system comes with 16 gigabyte. But what I'd like you to remember is that it's only event triggered, right? So it's only going to record when an event is triggered. It's not constantly recording.
Can you set it to constantly record?
No, not yet, because look, the whole idea is that we want to know when something's wrong rather than when things are okay. If you want to spy on people and do different things which, you know, you want to constantly on, you might need to go for a separate CCTV system with a NVR or a DVR. Yes?
How does the pricing model work?
Sorry.
If I may add to that, you can, if you want to actually constantly record through the app, say you're actually watching your cameras and you see something interesting happening, you can instantly trigger recording. That recording can be actually on your phone, it will be recorded onto your phone by default, or with the latest release of the app, we have actually incorporated a Dropbox account, so you can actually record onto Dropbox as well, whatever the means that you wish. Yeah,
thanks, Moody, thank you. So the new software allows you to actually record events and put it onto Dropbox, if you wish to. Yes, sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. How does the pricing model work?
Okay, so that's the big question, isn't it? All right, we're here. Okay, look, I know, we've taken a bit of your time because of the delay. I'm going to get right into how the pricing model works and what's in it for you. Okay, is that fair enough? Yeah? Everyone's waiting for it? Yeah? Okay, no worries. So, Malit, can we get straight into it? So, basically, our vision, right, and this is important, our vision is to transform 1 million homes into safe, secure, smart homes in Australia and New Zealand by 2020. Now the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, it's not going to be possible just through My Home Connect. In other words, it's only going to be possible if all of you come on board. That's the bottom line. And this whole reseller program is based on us collectively being able to reach that vision and in the process, of course, make money as well. If it was up to us, it is going to be very, very hard. But with all of you together, we can definitely make a change, okay? And let me put it to you, and one of the things what people forget sometimes is opportunities only come, it always comes, but very few people realize the opportunity and take advantage of it, okay? So without much ado, I'm going to just quickly get into the pricing and what's in it for all of us, okay? Now, in the security industry, can you tell me who is the #1 provider of alarm systems for homes in Australia? Hello? Yes, ADT, okay? They are the #1. So for comparison, I'm going to choose them as our major competition, okay? And I was having a chat before to, I can't remember who, I think it was you, sir. What's your name? Damien, and I said, look, what we want to do is actually give ADT a run for their money. And he was going, yay, okay? So, that's the only way, we can compete and do better. But let me put it to you this way also, guys, ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be other big companies coming into this game very, very soon. We've probably got about 12 to 18 months to get out there and capture the market and have My Home Connect as have the advantage of being the first entrant into this huge market. Okay? So, what I'm going to do, can you pass me another, because I want to write, can you pass me another, no, not this. Excuse me, guys.
Testing. That's working.
Put that in there. Okay, all set to go. So, basically, ADT right now and for My Home Connect, I'm going to use the abbreviations of ADT right now is selling a product which has got 3 years monitoring included with it, okay? And the total cost they pay is $16.49. And what do they get with that? They get 2 by sensors or PIRs, 1 by window sensor, they get 1 by remote. And the system is wireless, okay, just like our system. But that's basically what you get. For $1,649, I think they charge $100 installation cost, and I think you need to pay 35 or roundabouts there for 36 months, right? Now, what MHC, for $1,649, MHC is going to, actually not for $1,649, MHC will have 1 of those, 4 of those, 2 of those, 4 by cameras, plus we're going to have 1 by smart plug, plus 1 by UPS. Of course, this has got a battery backup as well. And we're going to retail this, and this is the recommended retail price for only $15.99. Good or good? Yeah? How much more does it offer, right? And that is the #1 selling company right now, selling it for $16.49 over 3 years. It's $15.99 with 0 monitoring cost. 0. Okay? Who asked me that question before? Is that pretty good? Yeah? Right, okay, good question. I'll quickly answer that question, guys. We're running out of time, but I'll definitely answer you. Adding devices, and this is it's a great feature which I probably should have shown you before, and perhaps I can show it to you. Malit, is it too much difficulty if I go back and show them how to add a device? No. Okay, this is cool guys, and thank you actually. You reminded me that I should have shown you before. Okay, this is a fantastic, and this is how easy it is to add a device into your existing system. Okay, so you need that. Okay, so while he's doing it, I'll tell you what it does. Maybe I'll show it to you after because I know time's running out. Each and every device has got a QR code. Okay. People know what the QR code is, right? Okay? All you do is you scan the QR code. Okay. Do it. So just, okay. So device management, alrighty. I go and press the plus button there. It asks me what to add, whether I want a new OPU, IP camera, or sensor. I'm going to say sensor. It's going to ask me to locate the QR code on this device, right? So I've already added this water leak sensor into this system, so I'm going to delete that to show you, remove sensor. That's how easy it is to remove a sensor. Okay, done. Now, I'm going to go back in and add this, okay? I go to the plus, go to sensor, next, and that's it. No IP addresses, no port forwarding, none of that stuff, right? It's simple, very, very easy to use, okay? What do you reckon? Nice? Yeah. Better than nice, I think. It's bloody great. Okay? Because I'll tell you why. Because when I actually bought this bought this from the show home, I actually wanted to see, look, I run a technology company, but you know, I must admit I'm okay with technology, but that's why I have my trusted friend here and colleague, Moody, who helps me out with everything. I'm not really that good in gadgematics, okay? Not that, you know, to get things done. And I was astonished because I set the whole alarm system, whole home up with an alarm system and camera system, and I actually timed myself. It's a little bit on the long side, but it took me 26 minutes to set up the entire system right from word go without knowing anything, looking at the manuals and getting it done. Now I know, and this is embarrassing actually, because the first system we actually sold was at the home show, okay? And the first customer, actually he's on our website giving a testimonial as well. He's probably in his early 70s, and he purchased the system. And I'm thinking, I better not play with that anymore. He's probably in his early 70s, right? And you know, I've sold the system to him at the home show, and in fact actually we didn't go to the home show to sell any systems. We were just actually getting our name out there, and there were so many people interested, they wanted to come and buy it, okay? And he bought it, and in the back of my head I'm thinking, and I also gave him my business card, and I'm thinking, oh man, I'm gonna get calls again and again and again to set this thing up. That's exactly what I thought. Okay, home show finished, a week gone, no call. 2 weeks gone, no call. And I'm thinking, has this guy actually purchased this product and actually installed it? Or is he just bought the product and it's still in the box? I was curious. I pick up the phone and I called it. I said, Boyne, his name is Boyne. Boyne, how are you? This is Raam Siva from My Home Connect. Just calling to see how your system's going. The other side, fine, thank you. And I said, so did you manage to actually set it all up? Now at this point, I probably shouldn't have used those words, right? He was not very happy. What do you mean, did I set it all up? Yes, I did. How long did it? So I had to kind of, you know, change the story a little bit and say, oh, look, you know, that's great. How long did it take you to set it all up? I said, oh, about 15 minutes. And that is a true story, guys, right? Early 70s, smartphone, he set it up very, very easily. Okay, so let's get back to the pricing. So we know what the pricing is, and it's very, very competitive, right? But at the end of the day, that's all good, and what's ultimately what's in it for you guys, okay? So the program which we have as a reseller, we are only going to have a certain number of resellers within Melbourne and a certain number within Victoria, okay? You can probably understand we don't want to sell this to, you know, everyone, and you know, we need to be selective, and we want people who are actually passionate about this product, not only this product, who are passionate about this industry, who are passionate and have the foresight to know this is the next big thing, and that they're going to be resellers and actually push and obviously make money for yourselves. Look, you know, Zig Ziglar, I don't know whether you've heard of them, you know, he's a great salesperson long time ago. You know, one of his sayings was, and this is very close to my heart and my philosophy, if we can make other people successful, ultimately we are going to be successful. Pretty simple philosophy, yeah? Okay? And that is exactly what we want out of OmniVision. OmniVision, My Home Connect. That's simply because of our vision, and we can't do it by ourselves. And you guys need to be involved in it for us to be able to reach that vision. And our whole philosophy is to help and support you guys to go out there and make lots of sales. Okay? So, the whole deal is this. That is the price of the system. Now we have another system which has got 2 cameras instead of 4 cameras, and that retails for $1,299, $1,299. Now, so a 4 camera system, just for ease, I'm going to put down 4 camera system. That includes all of the other peripherals as well, ladies and gentlemen, right, is $1,599. Now, take away the GST, that works out to be $1,453. Every single system you sell, you will receive, out of this $1,453, you will get a massive $363.41. Equates to about 25%. Okay? Now this is just the start, by the way, and I'm not going to go into details if we, if we reach a lot more than what we want to sell. There could be other benefits as well. I'm not going to talk about that right now. For people who are going to commit tonight, we will have that conversation later. Is that all right? Yeah? Okay. Next, for a 2 camera system, it actually sells for $1,299, and without the GST, we're looking at $1,180.91. For every one of those systems you sell, you will receive $295.33. Okay? Can you grab me the pens, please? Any questions on that? Everyone clear? Yeah? Okay, so the average of both of those, is $329.32 for every box you're going to be selling. Okay? Now, can I ask you, knowing what the system does, right, and knowing how easy it is to install, in fact, it could be do-it-yourself for the people you pass the box on to. Otherwise, as technicians, electricians, locksmiths, you could get it installed for them, and there is additional revenue which you could get, which 100% of it is yours, not ours. Okay? So for each system, if you sell it for $150 for installation, that $150 is for you to keep, and you don't have to, I don't want to know about it, you can actually do that. Okay? So the average system, you're going to make $329.32 for every box you move. My question is, do you think you'd be able to sell 10 of these systems a month? How many think you can sell 10? 1, 2, 3? Only 3 can? 4? Anyone else? Only 4 people think that we can sell 10. Okay. Well, let me put it to you this way. We will definitely help you sell 10. Now, if you did sell 10, if we do the maths, 329 times 10 a month times 12. Any mathematicians here? I'm going to make it $39,518. That's what you're going to make. Now, you're probably sitting there thinking, yeah, okay, no worries, that's pretty good money. Apart from moving the box, are there going to be any other costs for you? Is that going through your mind? Yes? No? Gentlemen? Ladies? Yes or no? Installation? Yeah? So installation is up to you. You can install it for whatever you want to, and that money is for you to keep. There is no other cost. Why? Yes? Right. Now you hit it right on the head. Why? Because we're going to support it. You do not have to deal with any phone calls at all. Okay? My Home Connect is going to support the product on your behalf. All you do is move the box. Simple. Good or good? Okay? That's what's going to happen. We're going to support it. Yes? Question?
How many devices does it take?
Unlimited. 8 cameras and unlimited devices. Sorry? Cameras, maximum 8. Other devices, unlimited. Yes, unlimited. On one unit. Alright, that's what I was saying before, guys. This is just the start. There's going to be other devices which are going to come into play. Okay? No worries. So, that's how much you're going to earn. Now, at our invitation, we told you we're going to show you at least to be able to make 15,000 net profit. So this is your net profit, guys, apart from the fact of selling. Moving it, that's it. All of the support is going to be done by us. Now, only 4 people told me that they're going to be able to sell 10 of these a month. My question is, how many can sell 8? Please, guys. No? Not even 8? That's 2 a week. Nobody. Okay, no worries. I'm not going to put the figure up here. What about 6? How many of you can sell 6? One? Richie? Okay, no worries. So you've already done the math, haven't you? Yeah, you have. That's why you're waiting. Okay, look guys, realistically, right, you should be able to sell at least 10 a month, alrighty? Worst case scenario, how many can sell 4 a month? Just 4. Just move 4 boxes a month. Hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, right? So if you sell only 4 a month, your profit is going to be $15,807.27. Pretty good for something. All you need to do is move the box. Right? If you want to get involved more, obviously you can, but at the end of the day, it's just moving the box. Right? And it's do it yourself. Right? So that is what we mentioned in the ad. Okay? Now, how much is this going to cost me to get into this program or get into this reseller? Because, can I ask you, nothing is for free, yeah? Yes or no? Yes, nothing is for free. Okay? So, I'm going to go into very quickly what we're going to offer you and how much it's going to be for the opportunity. What is it that you need to invest so that we can get 1 million homes safe and secure. Okay? Now, what we are going to do is we're going to give you all who want to join the program, and I'll tell you there's only limited numbers, and I will tell you that figure in a minute. All of you are going to get a 1 camera kit. Okay? 1 camera kit with a couple of sensors, and of course a smart plug as well. Now, why we want to provide you with this kit is so that you could actually take it home, install it, and play with it. Okay? Now, that kit right now retails at $999. Okay? That is the kit price right now, $999. However, not only are we going to provide you with a kit, right, so that you could actually go and play with it and be firm believers that, yeah, this is a great product and yes, I can do this, right? You need to play with it and make sure that, you know, it works like I said it works. And I've shown it to you live as well, okay? Second thing what we're going to do is, can I ask you how many of you got websites? Please. Don't have one? Oh, it's, okay. Okay, come on guys, how many of you got websites? Please. Okay. We will create a banner and a link on each of your websites, okay, which is going to be used as a referral system for any sales where on the website someone comes into your website, they click, they will go to My Home Connect website, and if they purchase a product, we're going to, on top of what I just mentioned before, for each sale, and this is passive income, guys, right? For each sale, you will get $100 for doing absolutely nothing. Because you know why? We are going to create that link. We are going to create that link for you. And that is actually going to be $486 for each of your websites, right? On top of all of that, we're also going to give you training and collateral. So what does that include? Of course, every so often we will train you, initial training, plus also we will give you collateral for you to be able to promote. All of that is again going to be done by us. That is My Home Connect, alrighty. And for that, we place value on that of $567, right? Last but not least, in the last 3 weeks, we've had over 700 unique visitors to our website. Over 700. You are going to be featured in our website as a reseller. Okay? Now that's going to work in two ways. Number one, people are going to actually come to the website and, you know, someone says, oh look, you know, I don't want to install this stuff, I want to get someone to install it. Hey, they're going to be contacting you, one of you. Okay? Whoever is closest to that customer or client is going to win the business of installing it for them. And we're going to actually promote your business in My Home Connect. Now in terms of value, I really don't know how much value to place, but just think about this. Forget My Home Connect, someone comes to My Home Connect, they look at the product, they love it, and then they actually get to your website. And you get one client over a full 12-month period. What does that mean to you? Come on people, please speak to me. Yeah, okay, cash, but I don't know what your average sales are. If you just want, you know, get one client, that's one client who you never had before. Okay? So that also we're going to do. So we're going to promote your business. Value, I don't know. It could be $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. I don't know. Can you tell me, sir, at the back there, what is your average sale value? Don't lie. 150,000? 1,500? Right, $1,500. That's $1,500 never had, okay? So, can I put $1,500 there? Yes? No? Hello? Yes? Okay. $1,500. Now, what is the total? Without, anyone got a calculator? Please add that up. Sorry? 3,500? Okay. That's what's going to cost you guys. Yes? Yes. Yes, they can. They can. No, they can come directly to buy it, but let me put it to you this way. There is not going to be any special discounts. It's going to be the set price which you see on the website, and that's all it's going to be. Okay? $15.99, that's how it's going to be. It's not going to be discounted whatsoever. Because at the end of the day, like I told you, sorry, what's your name, sir? Matthew. Matthew, we can't do this by ourselves. We need you. There's no point in me getting you as a reseller and then undercutting you. I mean, it just doesn't make sense, does it?
We also sell a system to someone.
Yes.
And they want extra stuff.
Yes.
Do you take that over, or you will come back to us and then sell to them?
Yes, absolutely. So any peripheral items they purchase as additional, it won't be $100 per item, by the way, because some of the items are only worth $45. It'll be a certain percentage which comes back to you. Correct. Okay, so we're going to actually have a tracking system on your website. Anyone who comes and purchases the main unit from you, from yourselves, right? And then they want additional stuff. If they have come through your website originally, you're going to get that money as well. And that's for life, by the way. Okay? Look, like I mentioned, this is not a trick or something for us to, get you guys, I don't know, I'm going to use the word sucked in to do something like this. Because, sometimes, there might be people in here who think that. Because ultimately, I've told you again and again, we can't do this by ourselves. 1 million homes by 2020, we need you guys. Okay? So, $3,500 is what's going to cost you. Okay, guys. This is no bull, pardon my language. Okay? We only have 27 resellers who can join us. So, I think we have close to about, I don't know, 60, 50? I don't know, probably less. Only 27 we're looking for. That means more than half of you are going to miss out. And I'm sorry, but the reason for that number is because we don't want lots and lots. Then there's going to be a lot of price wars. We don't want that. We want to try and have it and for you to try and sell it at the RRP and not bastardize the product. And can everyone understand that we could only have a limited number of people out there who, so that, there is, not too much competition and everyone's trying to, dog eat dog, right? Is that fair enough, guys? Yeah, only 27. Now, at the end of this, there's going to be 3 options for you. The first option is you're sitting on the fence. Do I do it? Do I not do it? I don't know. Maybe I need to think about it. Now I hope, sincerely hope, you guys are not in that group. And I'll tell you why. Because I have personally gone through time where I have missed great opportunities. I'll give you a tiny little story, guys, very, very quickly because it's important. I originally come from Sri Lanka. I went to Sri Lanka in 1994. And back then, I just thought, my God, Sri Lanka, there's no pizza places in Sri Lanka. Right? And this is absolute truth. I'm thinking, oh my God, no, there is no pizza. Pizza is never heard of. And I said to myself, oh, wouldn't it be great if I speak to one of the big boys like Pizza Hut or Domino's or whoever else there might be and be the catalyst in bringing pizza to Sri Lanka? Did I take any action on it? Unfortunately, the answer is no. Do you know why? I was sitting on the fence. Yes, no, yes, no. Okay? I went back in 1996. Pizza Hut was there. Went back in 2003 or 4. Domino's was there. Great opportunity. So I hope sincerely that you're not sitting on the edge. The second option is a straightaway no. This is not for me. And I understand that. It could be that your business is, flourishing. You don't need anything else to put your focus on, and you're quite happy sailing the way you are. That's the second option. And that's fine. Third option, of course, you want to join us and make that vision a success. These are the three options. So I hope there is only two after what I've just said to you. Either it's a yes, let's do it, or a no, let's not do it. Now, for 27 people, and I promise you this is the only time, for everything I have mentioned to you, before I go into that, can I please get you all to please stand up, and I'll tell you why I want you to stand up. Please stand up. The reason I'm asking you to stand up is I want to make it fair for everyone. There are 5 registration tables around, so please have a look which one is closest to you. Guys, can you wave out there? Caitlin, Matt, back there. There's only 5, and there's at the back as well. Okay? The only way I can make this fair is first come, first serve. Is that fair? Yes? First come, first serve. No second chances. Okay? Only for tonight, for everything I've mentioned to you, $999 kit, right? A web link, training, plus promotion, and also I forgot to mention the steak nights, they'll be posted, okay? For just $198. Please go now. That is the only time you will hear this, and if you want to register, only 27, please go. If you're sitting on the fence, you know that you're not going to take care of this opportunity. $198 and 27 only, and it is only for the first 27.